Good afternoon. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Bethany Christian Church. How's everybody doing? This is Pastor Kevin McNeil coming to you on Tuesday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Hey, I was gonna wear a hat, put a big hat on, big sombrero, but I forgot my big hat this morning on my way into the office, and so yeah, sorry. But I'm in a bright color, though. That's cool, right? Just wanted to give an update for everybody to talk about what's going on in the life of our church as we are uh, dealing with this time together. Let me first start by saying this: I miss you guys. Like, seriously, I miss you. Your pastor misses you. I miss people running up and down the halls. I miss, trying to hurry up and get out of Sunday school and get into service. I miss the hugs and the handshakes and everything at the end of service. I miss, even the crazy conversations with the kids, all of that, However, even though while I miss those things, I love all of you and I want everybody to stay safe. And so I am willing to miss you, to know that you're safe and that you're well. So we're now over 40 days into this time of social distancing. And the challenge, I think, for a lot of us is that still have a lot of unanswered questions as far as how long this is going to last, what will things be like when we get towards the end of the summer, and the reality of it is for many of those questions that people have, we really just don't know. So let me tell you what I do know. First and foremost, I am happy to report that we are still here. The church is still standing. Things are still going on. We're still doing good ministry in the valley, and for that we are thankful. Last month we did the community table and served 30 meals to needy families. And so I want to thank Brenda and Dixie and Becky and everyone who helped out with that, Cindy and everyone. Um, we are, of course, as we're getting ready, again in the next couple of weeks, we'll be doing another community table event where we will do box meals for those families who do need them. And so, one of the things that we want to do in the next couple of weeks is to remind everyone that, our food pantry is always in need of canned goods and non perishable items. We do have families in need who are contacting us. We do have people who need things. So please feel free. If you're coming for our drive in worship services, you can drop them here off at the church during the drive in services. Please feel free to do that. You can also, drop them off at the church during the hours when Shirley is here, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 to 2. Or if you need someone to pick it up, give Shirley a call and we'll get that coordinated. You can just leave them on your front step and someone will come by and pick them up. But we do need those non perishable items. Of course, not this coming Sunday, which is Mother's Day, but the following Sunday is our normal Sunday to receive those items. So, anytime between now and then, any and all things that can be shared, please share because there is a need. And as we're moving throughout these times, we're starting to see within the community more and more need as families are starting to feel the impact of the shutdown more and more. And so I want to thank you for those who have been able to give and have been willing because, you have blessed us to be able to be a blessing to families in the community to know that we were able to feed people, to make sure that people are not going hungry as much as we can. And so that's a wonderful thing. And so I want to, say thank you to everyone who has been uh, able to help. Also, I want to just report that, for those of you who have been tuning in, we are still going to be doing our drive in services. We will still publish Sunday school Bible study. Bible study this week on Wednesday will actually be at noon and not at 1 o'clock. So I want to make sure I put that out. I'm also going to send an email out to that effect that we will have Bible study at noon this week because I have a call that I need to be on with our general church at 1 o'clock. So we want to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence, trying to be good. But so we'll do Bible study, and then this week we'll also have What's on Your Mind with Rev Kev, which will come also via Zoom, and so we'll make that a conversation. And so let me just put out a couple things when it comes to Sunday school, Bible study, What's on My Rev Kev, anything where there's a Zoom link. Um, Please feel free to join in on the Zoom and participate. If you've got a question, if you've got a burning concern, bring it up. I'd love to address those things as they come up. Or if you're at this time and you just got something, bring it up. We're going to talk about it. We'll muddle through it together. I'm one of those people that I believe in, hey, just being honest, we don't always have the answer, but we'll go to scripture, we'll see what God has to say about it, and then we'll deal with that thing together. And so if there are questions, concerns, things you want to know about, then just let me know because we will make sure that we address those things. The other thing we want to be mindful of is that Becky Hill, and we're thankful for this, that she has started an initiative for our young people and anybody who wants to be um, involved in the discussion groups to look at the YouTube series called The Chosen, which started. The first one was last night, so it's the second and fourth Monday of the month. There are YouTube episodes. You watch the episode the week prior to the discussion, and then you get on the discussion group via Zoom, and you can talk about the things. And I encourage all of you to take an opportunity to watch these episodes. They are amazing. I watched the first episode and I was blown away because what it does really is give you an opportunity to take a really interesting look as to what life would have actually been like, what those relationships would have actually been like. It kind of rips off some of the stoic church, kind of thing that we get in this mindset about who these men and women of faith were. It kind of gives you a real look at what their lives really would have been like. And it's a very refreshing look. So watch the videos. The emails will be coming out, and really go ahead and join in those discussions. Also, want to be reminded that also on Sundays, we're still having our grief share. There are, I think, about 3 or 4 weeks left in the sessions. There'll be a short break, and then the next session will start up. And so be on the lookout for that information. If you know someone who's struggling with grief and loss at this time that you think might be a good candidate for our next session, get them in touch with myself or Becky Hill. We'll make sure we get them connected. Because one of the things that we want to make sure during this time is that everybody who needs to be connected, we get connected somehow, some way. And that is the challenge, I think, for a lot of people during this time. I've had conversations and people are talking about the fact that, well, I miss the hugs, I miss the conversations, I miss the stuff. And truly, like I said earlier, I think we all do. But the challenge is, how do we move forward in ways that help us to be safe? And so let's address those things that may be out there. And so it's just another way of doing that. During this time, I want to remember as we're moving and doing, this coming Sunday is Mother's Day. And so we want to say, first and foremost, an early happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers. And I know this is, there and again, a little different for a lot of us. We want to make sure that as while we're during this time and we're dealing with all of this, that we stop and say Happy Mother's Day to our mothers. And so we're going to be communicating some things later in the week, but we want to just let everyone know that we love them and we appreciate all of our mothers out there. Want to also extend birthday wishes for all those who may have had birthdays. We know we got a few birthdays and anniversaries coming up in the coming weeks. And so, please, if we've missed somebody, shoot an email, shoot a Facebook message, or call the church office or something. Want to make sure we get everybody's information out there and everyone is celebrated. I do want to report that we have had some really great services in our parking lot service. It has been an interesting mix. We've actually started to have a couple of persons who are not previously visited our church who have started to come, people out of the community, and so that's been exciting. I want to encourage people, if you're able to come. For those people who, for whatever reason, are not able to come or you don't feel comfortable coming, reach out to us online through Facebook, Zoom, whatever. Stay connected. One of the things I will say is that there are a lot of conversations that are happening within our life of our denomination, and in that we've been having discussions about how we, as a community of faith, should move forward. And so, what I've been saying to people privately, and we've been talking in some of these wider conversations, is that we will move forward with what has been our tradition in coming together inside the sanctuary, when we feel like, as local medical professionals deem that it is safe to do so. And even then, we will do so cautiously, understanding that what we're really entering will be a new normal. And so, what I do want to say to people is, don't, if your health or whatever prohibits you from coming together right now, do not feel bad. Do not feel discouraged. There's no shame in that. I want everybody to stay safe. I'm praying for everyone that everyone stays safe and stays healthy and stays whole. And trust me, the love of Jesus, the blood of Christ, will, the power of God is going to reach you wherever you are, wherever you're listening to my voice from right now. God is there. He is, and so don't think just because you're not able to get here that somehow diminishes that relationship. It does not. And so we are praying for everybody. We pray for all of our members weekly. If you have special prayer requests that you want me to speak on Sunday mornings, please feel free to email me or call or text or send a Facebook message or something so that we can get those recorded and spoken. The um, the thing we want everyone to do is to make sure that we're all communicating. As we're coming through this time, of course, there have been concerns about the finances of the church. The finances of the church are still going pretty good. Of course, we have seen some drop off, and so as the leadership team, we're trying to find ways to alleviate some of the pressure in that sense. We did look into the paycheck protection program that was provided by the administration, and we have not yet heard anything back from that, which would allow us to pay salaries for about 8 weeks, I think is the term. Um, but in the meantime, we're going to keep plugging ahead. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. We thank everyone who has been giving, those who have been giving in the parking lot services, those who've mailed or dropped off their offerings and their tithes, or those who have chosen to do it through PayPal online, through the website. We thank you. All of those monies are definitely going to good use, and we are still um, feeling needs in the community week to week. I want to also remind everybody, while we're out and about, while we're doing our things, to stay connected, call people. I hope everyone got a card from me. I sent out cards to everybody, and that whose information is in the beacon, to make sure that you understood that your pastor is thinking about you, that you are loved, that you are cared for, that you are thought about. The challenge that we have, I think, as we move throughout this time, is that there's a lot of uncertainty. But as was pointed out by Shirley, our secretary, she and I were having a conversation about it. And what is an uncertain time for us is always a certain time for God. And so our challenge as we walk through this time is to walk through this time together by faith, to allow God to lead us as we move throughout this time together. And so I come to you here on Cinco de Mayo, the first Tuesday of the month of May. My birthday month, by the way, just saying, it's a thing. I'm later in the month, but just want to bring a quick update to let everybody know how things are going. There have been a lot of things going on in the community, a lot of questions that have been asked, and we want to make sure that you are receiving information. Also, we have people who, for whatever reason, are not getting information via email when things go out. Please make sure you contact Shirley to make sure we have your email addresses correct. And you will be receiving more and more information in the coming weeks as we are getting more information, more guidance from our general church, and as well as from local medical and uh, other city officials here locally as well. One of the things I want to do as I prepare to sign off is just tell everybody I love you, I miss you, I'm praying for you as we move through this time together, and we are moving through this together. Stay safe, stay encouraged. Look, everybody take a moment and encourage yourself. Just do whatever you have to do to make yourself laugh. Take a moment and pause, find something funny to watch, call somebody you haven't talked to in a while, have a nice conversation. Do things to alleviate your own stresses and anxieties. With that being said, I love you all. God bless you. God keep you. May his face shine upon you. This has been Pastor Kevin McNeil here at Bethany Christian Church, where we serve Christ and we love all. I'm telling you guys, the island is missing its misfit toys, but we're thankful that everyone so far has been saved. We love you. God bless you, and God keep you.